Hi, I'm David Camino, a partner here at Inman Camino. Today I wanted to talk about something that I find very interesting in the law of personal injury. It's an issue called collateral source. And what collateral source rule says is that if one person has, let's use for example, insurance, the other person who may be responsible for that first person's injuries can't take advantage of that insurance. So let me give you a hard example. Let's say two people are involved in a car accident, and the one who is not at fault has health insurance. And the health insurance pays all of the medical bills for the person, again, who is not at fault, but who is injured in the collision. The person who caused the collision is not permitted to say, I shouldn't have to pay the other person's medical bills because that other person has health insurance to cover it. So again, by way of concrete example, let's say that the person who's not at fault has $10,000 in medical bills, but the health insurance pays everything so that that person does not owe any money for health bills. The person who caused the collision is not allowed to say, I shouldn't have to pay the person who didn't cause the accident because that person has health insurance that covered all of the bills. Now, as a practical matter, what generally happens is that the person who is not at fault will have to reimburse the health insurance company for what they paid for the medical bills. It's still a big advantage to the person who is not at fault, though, because generally a health insurance company pays much less than the actual bills. So let's say that our person who is not at fault, who we said has $10,000 in medical bills, maybe the health insurance only pays $6,000 to the doctors. The doctors are not permitted to come after the person who was not at fault for the $4,000 difference. However, the person who was not at fault will provide the person who was at fault all $10,000 of bills when it comes time to settle the case. So again, this can be a huge advantage to the plaintiffs, the people who are not at fault for a collision, because they don't have to repay their medical bills. They have to repay the health insurance, which is generally a much lower number. Again, I'm David Camino. If you have any questions about a car accident that you've been in, or who is to pay the medical bills, or any other legal matters, please give me a call.